It's the weekend and I am expecting some friends over for a barbecue. So I thought I will share, like last year, I did a whole barbecue meal thing. So I thought I'll do exactly same. I'm cooking some lovely salads, quick, and some fish, some chicken, rice to go with it. And I will share you kind of quick recipes for that. So before they arrive, let me show you what I have cooked for them. So I've got half cabbage grated, I've got 2 carrots grated, I've got 1 apple grated. I'm just going to add a good pinch of salt. I would not add too much, just a good pinch of salt, and also a good pinch of black pepper goes in, and then a tablespoon of whole grain mustard goes in, and then I have got the main guy, which is the mayo, so 4 tablespoons of that. And because I don't want it too heavy, I could add a bit more mayo, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to add some natural yogurt to make it slightly lighter, so 2 tablespoons of that. And the best way is to kind of just bring all of this together by hand, and that is one of my favorite things to eat with any barbecued meats, barbecued veg. This is my favorite side. And if you think it's not got enough kind of liquid, like I just think it could do with 1 more tablespoon of mayo. Oops, right there. And that's it. I'm going to transfer it to a bowl, cover, and let it sit in the fridge, and take it out when we're ready to eat. There you go. That is your lovely coleslaw done. So that's the coleslaw ready. That's the first salad, and then I'm going to prepare 2 really quick and lovely salads to go with the meal as well. In this pan, I have got 1 kilo of these baby potatoes, and I've put them in cold water. I'm going to bring it to a boil and cook until they are softened, which takes around 8 to 10 minutes. So these are cooked and quite soft, which is what we want, really lovely. But they haven't like kind of broken apart. They are still have got their shape. I'm just going to drain these now and cool them slightly. So I've got 1 lemon, just gonna get the juice of the lemon. I'm gonna get a teaspoon of mustard. Now this is mustard I found with some tarragon in it, and it actually is really nice. 1.5 teaspoon of that, and a good half a teaspoon of salt. Also like a 1/4 teaspoon of pepper, and then a good, really good glug of extra virgin, good quality extra virgin olive oil that goes in. So I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of that, good quality, and then I'm just going to get a little whisk and whisk this together. And I've got this little whisk for such jobs. It's quite handy actually. And then just whisk it till it emulsifies really, and you will see it will there you go. And I'm not done. I'm going to add some fresh herbs, and I've got some lovely fresh dill. Just going to roughly chop it. You can use a bigger knife if you like. Oh, the smell of this. Right, this goes in here. Beautiful loveliness. So these potatoes are still warm. They've not completely, like, can you see the smoke coming out? And I'm going to add all of this dressing. And there's only one way to mix it. And you know, when you're mixing it, you can just squash a little bit of these open. I know they're warm but hot. actually. But what it'll do is it'll let the potatoes take in all the flavors. I promise this is so good. So I know I've prepared this few hours in advance, around 4 hours. Then my friends are not expected for another 4 hours, but I'm not going to put it in the fridge because I don't want it cold, but I don't want it piping hot. I want this at room temperature. So all I'm going to do is put it in a serving dish, cover, and then serve it with the food. And those broken pieces will be the yummiest. And that's the second herby, fresh, light, new potato salad done and ready. Just cooking some rice. So this is just my way of cooking rice. I cook it in water. You can find the full video on my channel, but I'm going to make a quick fried rice once this is cooled down slightly. So while the rice is cooling, I'm just going to prep some veg. So I've got spring onions, I've got an onion, I've got a red and orange pepper, and I'm going to chop all of this just roughly. And then I'm going to just stir fry this, add the rice, and that's the rice ready. So I've just got some hot oil. I'm going to start with some cumin seeds. Now this is not the Chinese style fried rice. This is an Indian style fried rice. So more like a mixed pulao, veg pulao. Call it whatever you like. So I've got some cumin and I'm going to start with the onion. So I've got some white onion, I've got some red onion, and I've got some spring onion. And I'm just going to cook this for 5 minutes until they soften. I don't really want too much color on them. And in 4-5 minutes they begin to soften, and that's when I'm going to add the peppers. And again I'm going to cook this for 4-5 minutes just to soften them slightly. Right, so this is looking lovely. It's got a little bit of color, it's cooked nicely, and I'm going to add some herbs to this. So I've got a little bunch of coriander, and this is the dill from the salad left, and I don't want to waste it, so I'm just going to throw that in as well. So just chop up. This time I'm using a bigger knife. In goes a teaspoon of salt and also a teaspoon of garam masala I'm adding, and then I'm going to add the herbs. And this is the kind of rice which will go well with some tandoori chicken, and which is what I'm making today. Oh, look at that. How stunning. And now I'm going to add the rice. So the rice is still very hot, but I'm out of time. I can't wait any longer, so I'm just going to add it. It's fine. So this is for around kind of quite a few people, 4 families really. So I'm making a good batch. Now the best part, mixing it all in. Oh, yum. Oh, guys, I tell you, it is smelling incredible with the herbs and the garam masala. Absolutely gorgeous. And that's the reason I've chosen this rice, because it goes well with the tandoori chicken, like I said. And again, I'm not going to serve this hot or cold. I'm going to serve it at room temperature because I think it goes best at room temperature. So yeah, just going to mix it, put it in a serving plate, and then serve it when we're ready to eat. I have no doubt that my friends will love this one. And that is the quick rice ready for the meal. For the next quick salad, I'm making the one that I like to eat because it's light and fresh, and that's the avocado salad. So I've got half a cucumber chopped up, and I've got one gem lettuce here which I'm just going to chop out. Oops. I love using this bowl because I can kind of mix it very well, and then I can put it in the serving dish. So once I've got 2 avocados, half a cucumber, 1 gem lettuce, and then once everything's in the bowl, I am going to add the dressing. So in goes the avocado, and also I've got a tin of borlotti beans because the combination of avocado and beans is fantastic. Just a good glug of 2 tablespoons of olive oil, a bit of pinch of black pepper, a good pinch of sea salt, and this one's the simplest dressing. It's just literally basic dressing. Some lemon juice, and then it goes straight into I've also got a pack of baby tomatoes for this salad. 1 second. So I've got like a 250 gram pack of baby just tomatoes. I'm just cutting it in half so that the juices can come out and they can kind of get a flavor of the dressing on the tomatoes. That's why I want to cut them up. And then goes in the light dressing because there's so much stuff going on here with the beans and the avocado and the tomatoes, that this is just like a lovely. And if you want, you can always kind of just taste a tiny bit. That's perfect. It goes on the serving plate, and then it's ready to go on the table. And that's the avocado and bean salad ready. That's the 3rd salad done. I'm going to quickly prepare some puff pastry rolls which we can enjoy with the drinks. So I've got ready puff pastry sheet. I've just spread some ready pesto. You can make your own, and I've just got some cheddar which I'm grate on top. Just going to grate cheddar all over, and these are one of the things that my friends absolutely love. I make them very often, whatever the season. They are a great starter when their friends arrive and you serve them drinks, and this is what I serve to snack. And all I'm doing is rolling this up as tightly as I can. There you go. And then I'm going to slice them. Right, and before I slice it, quite key is to brush it with some egg, because that is going to give the color, the lovely golden color on these little rolls. And that's it. So if you divide half and then just go halves. That's it, and it goes flat on the baking sheet. I've got 2 sheets prepared. That's the cheesy pesto rolls ready. Right, I'm going to make some bread, and I've got some plain flour. I've added some coriander leaves in it, chopped up. This is the last thing I'm preparing. I'm going to give the kitchen a good tidy up. So these are flatbreads, naan style. I'm not measuring anything because I've shown you so many naans already. So I'm just adding some salt, some coriander, and I'm going to add a little bit of baking powder to help it rise. And then I'm going to add some natural yogurt to this. And once I've got it together, I'm going to make it into a dough with some water. And that is as simple as it is. You know, I didn't use any measurements. And if you want specific measurements, then you can find them on the channel. There are many naans are shared now. So you can, take your pick or watch which one you want to try. But I am actually going to make this in the style of the ones I shared this week from 30 Minute Indian. I'm going to stuff this with some cheese and make it on the tandoor. So I'm going to knead this and let it rest for an hour. And once I've made my chicken on the barbecue, I'm going to make the breads. And that's it. Just cover and let it rest. Now for some prawns. Just gonna get some lemon juice, all my favorite things basically. A bit of coriander, bit of garlic. I'm just going to grate this in, and some chili. Just that. Good amount of salt. Just going to grate this in. Just some olive oil. And then I've got some prawns here. Got it from my local fishmonger, some big king prawns. And I am just going to chop the head, clear the body, and put them straight in. So just a prawn, break the head, peel off the shell. And I like to, even in curries, I like to quite often leave the tail on because I just prefer it. So just get that off. Just deveining it, just getting the veins out, and then I'm gonna clean it and put it straight in the marinade for half an hour or till the barbecue is ready. I'm just going to cover and let it chill in the fridge. Look at that. And the barbecue is on, and the first thing I'm going to do is grill some slices of aubergine until they are really nice, toasted and roasted. And then I'm going to serve it on a bed of yogurt with some curry powder, top it with the chopped aubergine slices, and then finish it with some pieces of walnuts for that extra crunch. Next to go on the barbecue are some chicken thighs with which are marinating in some yogurt, tandoori masala, ginger, garlic. You can find the full recipe on the channel. I will leave a link in the description box. So they will go on the barbecue for around 40-45 minutes until they are beautifully cooked and lovely and ready. So chicken's almost done, so I'm going to quickly prep the naan so that as soon as chicken's out, this will take 2 minutes per naan to cook on the barbecue. Chicken's all cooked. I'm cooking these cheese-filled naans. You can find the recipe on the channel, and they will only take a couple of minutes to cook. And these beautiful cheese-filled naans are ready. Lots of butter on top, and I'm going to slice them up into smaller pieces and serve. So these cheese stuffed naans, barbecued naans are ready to go with the tandoori chicken pieces, some herby potatoes, rice, the avocado salad, the coleslaw, the aubergine. I'm quickly going to cook the prawns now. And these prawns are skewered and they are going to only take a couple of minutes on each side and will be ready. And these are the pesto cheese rolls served with the coriander chutney. Enjoying before the barbecue. And that's it. The food is served, and it's my favorite bit when everyone can tuck in and enjoy this freshly prepared food. I absolutely enjoy watching everyone eat and enjoy the food. And yes, of course, I made pudding as well. Not one, not two, but four little different desserts for my friends. And now it's time to just relax and chill by the fire and watching the kids run around and play, catching up with friends. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to subscribe. Let me know your thoughts, and I hope you're going to try some of the recipes this summer.